Well, Clinton Howse here from the Port Noarlunga Footy Club, under-17s coach for 2021. Lucky enough to have a very special guest with us here in Port Noarlunga's very own. Probably one of the most famous, or second most famous people from the Port Noarlunga Footy Club. It's great to have us with you, big fella.
Howsey, the man that laced me out on my chest plenty of times with that left foot. Howsey, it's good to be here today, mate.
Great,
for a very special cause.
Very much so.
Under-17s coach now, mate.
Yep. Did the seniors last couple of years.
Yes.
It's probably got to a case where we really need to start fast-tracking and developing the juniors of the footy club. There's some serious talent coming through, so now's the time to really fast-track that so we can make that seamless transition to senior footy and try and set up the footy club in its future.
Well, and I tell you what, it's always, the under-17s is a tough one because there's a lot of kids, and we understand if you're young that you sort of drop away a bit from footy. There's other things that you sort of get into in life, like girls and going out and stuff like that. But Howsey, I think you and I, our experience, especially around that age, to be a part of a team environment and part of a footy club, socially, not just on the footy field, but socially, being down the club with your mates, some of the greatest days of my life.
Right. Nothing better. And that's probably the reason we sort of, the opportunity to have a chat with you about it and get the message out there to those boys that are umming and ahhing whether not to play or not.
Yeah.
Is that, I mean, your experience down here in under-17s?
Yes.
And then what that led to?
Yeah. Well, that was the last. I think we won was it 2009? You said was our last junior premiership.
Under-16s 2009.
Yeah, and then before that, it was 1993. Was the under-17 premiership that I was lucky to be a part of. I think the most special thing about that one is that I played in that team, and you know Howsey, with guys like Lee Cooper, Matty Semple, guys that I grew up with as young kids, and that are still my best mates to this day. And that was, and you remember me as that skinny praying mantis.
Yep.
And even in under-17s, you know, I was afraid of the ball and going in, but that was the 17s into B grade, into A grade were those most influential years of my life where I started growing. But just, you know what I remember the most is being part of this footy club on a Saturday night and just the camaraderie and the family atmosphere that we had down here. You can't beat it. And for any parent out there as well, get your kid involved with a footy club and the Port Noarlunga Footy Club, because you know what, it keeps them out of trouble on a Saturday afternoon, and it is a great, it just builds their character, you know what I mean? And that team environment, none of this individual crap, it's the team environment.
So, and even from that, I mean, you guys won the under-17 flag in 93?
93.
And then 4 years later, with a big nucleus of those lads that you won the under-17 flag with, you went on to become an Agrade premiership player at the Port Noarlunga Footy Club that you love.
Do you know what? It's out of everything that I've done, and you know, playing AFL is every kid's dream. But I honestly believe to this day, still winning that premiership in '97 is still the greatest part of my career. Because you know, you winning a flag with your best mates, you just can't. Because you know, Howsey, how hard it is to come by something like that. It's so hard. So, lads, anyone, girls, anyone out there that want to play footy, especially if you're young and in that teenage years, get out to the Port Noarlunga Footy Club because it will change your life. It's an amazing environment. We're getting new facilities soon as well. You get coaches like Clinton Howse to look after you. It's an amazing experience, and I just can't recommend it enough.
And I mean, it's probably one of those things too, mate. If we look about it, you've gone on to bigger and better things and played at the highest level, and then with your own career in the media, to look back and your best mates now are still the mates from your under-17 premiership side.
Yeah, well, they're the ones. Well, here we go. Semps is ringing right now. Let's have a listen. Semps, how are you, mate?
Pretty good. How are you?
You're live with Clinton Howse and Ryan Fitzgerald at the moment. We're just doing a bit of an under-17 push for the Port Noarlunga Footy Club. Have you heard of that footy club?
Is that Port Noarlunga?
No, Port Noarlunga. Hey, just before you go, I'll give you a call back in a sec. But how's he's got something to tell you?
Yeah.
So Matthew, I've kept this a secret for probably 12 to 18 months now.
I know you've got a thing with guys balding and freckles.
I also have a thing with your sprinklers. The case of the missing sprinklers, it was my responsibility, and I do apologise.
Was that you? You're dead, man.
Hey, have you ever heard of truck reversing, mate? There it is. That is fair dinkum, that's live. See, that's the kind of hijinks that you get up to at the Port Noarlunga Footy Club. But no, it is. And they're still my best mates to these days. That Semps, I played in the under-17 premiership with, and he was in that A-grade squad as well. So
Perfect timing.
It
Absolutely
is.
perfect timing.
That is very good timing. But it is. It's a great environment. Get involved if you get a chance and get down here. It's a great place to be.
So thank you very much, mate. Always a pleasure to catch up with you.
Thanks, mate.
Do we do one of these?
Yeah.
Maybe later. Maybe later.
Maybe later.